Hi everyone, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Taurians, welcome to your March 2021 horoscope, and it's quite a brilliant month, one of the best months of 2021. We have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and they're all direct, they're all marching ahead. It's a great month to be taking action. It's a great month to be moving in forward direction, in implementing all our, whether they are dreams, whether they are plans that we've been thinking or we've been working upon. On the third, we have Mars, that is moving into your house of money. This is also the house of your work. It's your earned income. This is not the money that you own, but this is the money that typically doesn't really come from inheritance, but it would be if you're employed, or even for, I think, for those of you who could be working for yourself. And Mars is he's the pusher, he's the action planet, he's the energy which propels all of us forward. So Mars is going to be coming into your house of money and also your self-worth. So you will find yourself implementing plans that will benefit you financially. It is also a great time to be budgeting. It's a great time to be looking at your tax. It's a great time to be forging collaborations with other organizations or with other like-minded people. Uh, because it has to do about your own ability to earn money. So if you are working for yourself, it's a great time to be relying on your talents, or maybe to be honing your talents. Mars also is going to be moving you more to be thinking about security. You would want to be more financially sound, and a lot of focus is going to be there as to how it is that you can expand your work and how it is that you can thereby generate more money. For a lot of you, you may pick up another job or another project. It could be a side gig. It could be to supplement your money. I think for a lot of you, you would find that if you have been following your dream or your passion, you may find that you need another gig or another project so that it can help you fuel that passion or that project, that person project that you've been working on. And the more money that you have, Taurans, the more secure you're going to be feeling. Conversely, you can also be spending more money during this time, not really worrying about how you're spending. You could be feeling quite magnanimous, and it is also a time where you would want to sort of make yourself feel better or feel good about yourself. And I think often all of us do that. We tend to buy nice things, or we go and we do a little bit of shopping, a little bit of retail therapy, as it is called. And our own ability to give that to ourselves, or even to buy it for people whom we love, get things for people whom we love, it gives us a sense of security. It gives us a sense of accomplishment that we've been able to do something. Uh, you may also be strongly defending your beliefs, and you could also be identifying a lot with them. Try and not to move towards fanaticism during this month as well, because Mars can make you quite aggressive, and it could make you stick to your beliefs a little bit more than it is required. So keep an open mind. It is not necessary that what you have experienced, or what you are thinking about, say, a certain person or a certain project, that may be true. There are always two sides to a story or to any scenario. So keep an open mind, and uh, do also, I think, use this time to evaluate your values, because you know there are things that we grow up with, which are given to us by our parents, and which has been passed down to them by their parents based on the experiences that they have had, and so on and so forth. But over a period of time, all of us have to adapt to the belief system, to the values, as to whether or not they fit in today's world, or in today's life that you may have. It's a good time to be really sticking to the facts. It's also a good time to be having a really open mind, and pretty much minding your own business, Torians, and keep your head down and stick to what needs to be done, and for sure money is going to be following you over there. On the 13th, we have a new moon that is set in your house of friends. It's a group of people with whom you share a similar belief system. It could also be a new set of friends with whom you really identify, and you could have just started hanging around with them. For some of you, it may mean that they're a part of a group that you're passionate about, or hobby group. So say if you're really into athletics, it could be a running group, or it could be your book club. And you could be really spending and networking a lot of time and energy with this specifically group. And you could be feeling very part of the tribe. You could be sharing your ideas, you could be being very communicative, and you could be looking again, revisiting your long-term aspirations, because when we come in contact with people who have similar thoughts, beliefs, and goals in life, it makes us look at things that which are our goals, and how it is that we can implement them. On the 16th, we have Mercury that comes and joins your house of groups of friends, and it speaks about collaborations, new teams, it speaks about interaction, and Mercury is going to be making you really vocal. Maybe you could be speaking on behalf of the entire team, or your group that is there, or whether it is your hobby group, or it is like I said, maybe you're into athletics, and it could, or books, and this could be on behalf. You could be chairing that specific group, and you could be speaking on behalf of them. Also, you won't be shy away from speaking your mind, Taurians, and this is where the a slight nudge to be a little bit careful is there, because with Mars being there, and with Mercury coming along, and you may just sort of suffer from a foot and mouth disease. So be careful about what is it that you are saying. And at time, too much of information, or coming on too strongly with your own beliefs, it's not the best way to operate. On the 21st, we have Sun that moves into your house of behind the scenes, and it's a great time to be um, it's a great time to be recharging your emotional batteries. It's a great time to be unplugging from all the electronic gadgets that are there. Be with the nature, heal yourself. Wonderful time to be going in for some therapy, for counseling. Not a great time to be being really social, or trying to really thrash things out, especially where past is concerned, and things that really need to be healed, or they need to be rested or softened. This is a would be a wonderful time for reflection, for pausing, for looking at it for what it is. On the 22nd, we have Venus that comes and joins Sun in this house of behind the scenes. And again, Venus is going to be giving its entire support, and going within and reflecting and looking at the past, looking at things, pausing, maybe the projects that you have worked, maybe the people that you have worked with, and or the older relationships. Maybe this also has to do with your habit patterns. It's a wonderful time to be breaking free from them. This house also governs the hospitals or the prisons behind the scenes, also a lot of research work. This is also the house where we go and we become undone. It's a house of our own personal skeletons, wherein that we may inadvertently sort of suffer from a foot and mouth disease, and end up saying more than it is required. And we end up sort of sabotaging either relationships or certain situations. So, if you need that safe space, ensure that you're going to a counselor, someone who can help you, a psychologist, a therapist, someone who can put perspective onto exactly what is really going on, or by all means go and catch up with your friends over a drink and have a heart to heart, but just ensure that it's not a large group, it's just maybe a specific friend. On the 28th, we have a full moon that is there in your house of day-to-day chores. This is also the house of your health and well-being, and this full moon will bring to light, maybe on the surface, things that you could have been neglecting as far as your work is concerned, and also as far as your health and your well-being is concerned. And it could be that you will be able to see the benefits to anything that you could have been working towards, be it a work goal, or be it a health or a fitness goal or a lifestyle habit, and you will be able to break a bad habit during this time. So it's a wonderful time during a full moon, where there's a closure that you have insight really upon, where you can see benefits on what works and what doesn't work for you. Also, a full moon tends to illuminate things that are not working for you, and full moon normally is it's quite fraught with emotions, because it's closing, it's something is coming to an end, it's reached its fruition, and also it will highlight something in your life, and specifically for you it has to do with your work, it has to do with your health. It could bring about an underlying health issue for you, or it could be also maybe some problem with a project, or with colleagues or the working environment, or maybe something to do with a pet. Something could come about during this time, and sometimes this also can be an indicator of changes in the work that you do, or the workplace itself. Maybe a colleague leaves during this time. Our true feelings tend to come up during a full moon, with regards to our work and our day-to-day life. And you could be upset, or you could be unhappy about the working conditions, and it could bring about a strong desire to quit. You could just be feeling that I'm quite done with this, and I don't want to be dealing with this. And it's things that you weren't aware of coming up with regards to the specific house. That you may not be really aware about, that underlying current is there, and it could just sort of bubble up to the surface. It's a great time also for those of you, if you have applied for a new job, and this could be a time that you get an offer during this time. So great month for healing, Taurians. A great month also for getting insight into things that work for you as far as your health and as your work is concerned. However, keep in mind that try not to marry into your belief system and into your values. Use them to a certain extent, but don't sort of be so fanatic about it that this is what I believe and I'm not going to be looking at the entire picture. Like I said, there's always two sides to a coin or to a story. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Taurians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.